Nugent Hopkins is going to start on third line left wing tonight with Dickinson. And now a lead pass, Draisaitl to Kapanen, breakaway, shoots off the post, and the Oilers come within an eyelash of getting on the board in the first 30 seconds.
Quick start here for Edmonton, and a nice pass by Draisaitl. Almost eyes in the back of his head to find Kapanen. Alone rings the bar on that chance. But just a quick little strike for Draisaitl. Receives the puck, spins, puts it right under the tape of the streaking cat.
Taken away and swept out of there by Erik Haula. McDavid calling for that puck, getting it from Bouchard, and he beats his man out wide. In fact, he's drawing a penalty against Nick Perbix. This is a delayed call against the Predators.
But because he has just so much gas in the tank, it's incredible. He catches the Nashville Predators trying to change, catches him flat-footed right around Perbix. He's got to reach in.
Face-off win for Nashville, and a length of the ice clear. Preds have killed 13 of their last 14 over a 6-game stretch. Nashville 3 points out on the spot. A shot off the rush taken by Podkolzin that'll kick off the boards. Squirted to the corner. McDavid on to Bouchard. Still 45 seconds on the man advantage. McDavid gets around Nick Hague. Cross seamer. Draisaitl shoots and scores. Draisaitl from McDavid. Edmonton 1-0 on the power play. And for Leon Draisaitl, that's his 28th goal in the last 20 against the Preds.
Nugent Hopkins is important to this power play as well in the bumper position and all the little things he does. But this is just a terrific pass by McDavid to Draisaitl. Typically, he's one-time in this. So good with the one-timer, but he stops it, picks his spot, uses the screen. I mean, he just slides it right through. He knows he's got Hyman right on the doorstep. It could be a redirection. It's a rebound. Just a heads-up play by Draisaitl. That quick release.
I wouldn't mind a second look at that at some point. That one ate him up. Here's Podkolzin dishing off. Draisaitl, this one kicked aside by Justus Annunen. Josi to Stamkos. And now in the corner, Stamkos gives it up. Quick shot, Marchessault. Zach Hyman will fire it in. Hyman's head.
Yeah, what a great back check.
Hyman a steal. To the net. Shoots and a save made. Annunen. Reds 3 points out of a playoff spot. Oilers 3 points off the division lead. Here's Forsberg dancing, dishing, quick shot, and a tough save made by Ingram in tight on Jonathan Marchessault. First period, Louis mentioned it, point blank, Jonathan Marchessault. Bouchard creates for McDavid, put it through Haula, and all of a sudden it's 2-on-2 shorthanded. McDavid challenging out wide against Ryan Ufko, the rookie defenseman. Bouchard shoots, a glove save made by Annunen. Dickinson. And now Nugent Hopkins back in front. Touch pass and a save. Roslovic with sublime hands. And Dickinson robbed on the doorstep by Justus Annunen.
Chris Knoblauch wants to put 3 veteran guys on the line. Dickinson's been really sound coming out of the zone. Backhand to Nugent Hopkins. And then a beautiful feed right through. Little tap pass by Roslovic to Dickinson.
Nick Hague, hard pinch down the wall against Roslovic. Zach Larue. Like Weisblad, a late first-round pick, driving to the net, shoots, and that went off the bar.
Shoulder to shoulder by Ekholm on the youngster Evangelista. This one up off the shoulder bar.
Third and final matchup this year. A little reverse pop by Frederic to create space. Ekholm from Stastny. He'll take it hard to the hole, using a screen wraparound. And that stayed out at the feet of Annunen, and he's able to freeze it.
Up against his old team. The Predators right there. Just protect the puck with the body. Frederic allows them to work this around, and then eventually Ekholm says, okay, you're going to let me take this to the net. That's exactly what I'm going to do. This puck up in the air.
And Weisblad's away. He'll send it in. Schaefer forechecking in front of Barron, and that was played ahead for McDavid. Back is Ufko. McDavid centers. Wrist shot, score. Matt Savoy. 2-0 Edmonton. Savoy his 11th. He's been around it since the Olympic break, and that time he finishes.
And you watch in tight. Good defense leads to offense. It's the poke check by Bouchard right to Ekholm, and he just jams this up the ice right onto the tape of McDavid's sweet little pass. As you mentioned, through, and Savoy really had to work to get himself up the ice. Look at this. He knows this puck's coming right on the tape. Elevation up over top of Annunen.
Marchessault to Josi. One-timer Stamkos, and that was blocked by Connor Murphy. Big hop out to Henrique. Stamkos got it across. Marchessault shoots off the bar, and that stays out.
Hard time after this one swallowed up. Here's the chance by Marchessault. The zipper goes a little bit off the shoulder, off the bar, so Ingram does get a piece of it. Walks in and just lets her go. I mean, you can't hit the bar more than that, then swallows it.
Kapanen, Dickinson. It's just been in the mind. Here's another chance shorthanded.
Nurse got it through. Savoy has the middle of the ice to Henrique, and broken up by a lunging Brady Skjei.
Thought there was a little hold on that one. Here's a nice play by Savoy, shorthanded, and it's a great diving play by Skjei, but I think Henrique might get a little poke on this puck out of the air, and it just missed.
McDavid took away the option for backhand shot there, Louis. Steele Dickinson down low to Hyman. Backhand denied. Eustace Annunen keeps Nashville in the game.
This is wide. And then right there, a nice job by Hyman. That was a slash into the hands. I have to agree with him. I can't believe that one wasn't called. But he still gets the shot away.
Protecting the puck. Nugent Hopkins. Center off the pads of Annunen. Tried to beat him up over top of the blocker. McDavid beat Perbix. Nugent Hopkins. One-timer from a tough angle. Podkolzin going to Draisaitl school and a save made by Annunen.
Shots in on Podkolzin. Still going at it, but good movement here. Nice movement around the world. That's a terrific save. Annunen gets across. He's down, going down as he slides across, and that glove snatches a goal from Podkolzin. Can't quite hold on to it, but from that angle, great job to get it on net. Force him to come up.
Nugent Hopkins getting worked over. Preds force it out of the zone, and now Josi feels like he has something. Short-handed on his backhand, denied by Ingram, and he'll squeeze it.
On the walls, they've won some puck battles in that regard. You can see Hyman wants to bring this puck back, but it's Josi's quick feet that get him in front, and then a good job to come back and just force him to go to the backhand. It's Podkolzin. Just won't allow him to bring that puck to the net. And a good.
Frederick and Dickinson down low. Szymanski lurking. Here's Nurse near the horn. A shot redirected off the post, and then the rebound shot wide by Szymanski. Nurse just let one fly, Louis. I believe it went off a Predator.
And a good battle, one in the corner, and he gets this puck. He knows why it's winding down. You're right. Look at that change direction. I mean, for Annunen, he's expected just to hit him, goes off the far post, and then Szymanski looking for his first NHL goal right at the buzzer to end the second period. Rips this one wide, but good work. Solid period by Edmonton. 21-14 in shots. The second goal, the one by Savoy.
And now Schaefer with a little burst up through center. Weisblatt, who's drawn the ire of the Oilers on numerous occasions tonight, unable to do much down low. Barron to Haig, middle of the ice. Svechkov scores! Posted in, and Nashville has sliced the deficit in half. Fedor Svechkov with a goal, his third all year, and it cuts it to 2-1.
Direction a little bit on Ingram, but it's an aggressive forecheck. This puck back D to D, and you're going to see a little pass into the bumper, and Svechkov somehow gets this through. As you watch him kind of turn and spin, goes off the blade, I believe, of Roslovic, changes the direction just a little bit. It's almost a knuckler, and you can see for Ingram, he tries to reach with the glove, just gets
worked it free for Steven Stamkos. Stolen by Nugent Hopkins. Dickinson, partial break. Perbix back. Drop pass. Roslovic denied by Annunen. Wandering down low. Failing to clear, however, was Weisblatt. It's Bouchard. Drag move around Haig. Denied. Rebound hammered down the ice by Haula.
Fish it out from between the pads. Behind Annunen, this is a beautiful little toe drag by Bouchard. Watson kept it for the most part to the outside, that entire penalty kill, except for the beautiful pass by Bouchard down low to Hyman on the best chance.
Now Stamkos looking for the equalizer. Swooping wraparound, and Ingram has it lodged against the goalpost.
Trying to elevate. As he activates, Stamkos comes right back and tries to jam this far side on the wrap.
Big win by Dickinson on a battle in the corner, but when he tried to center, it was deflected. And now the Preds have something. Dish to Josi, and shot. Loose in the blue paint and cleared by Stastny.
By Connor McDavid, here's the first one. on one side, and just a nice kick pad save.
Perbix not much on that one. They played together in Tampa as well, gaining the line as McDavid. Beautiful dish. Shot to save, and it batted out of danger.
Ingram to pop that one out, gets a little help. This is the one I'm talking about.
Joe's burrowing his way in. Now smacked off the side of the net. Kicks out to Haig. Waits. Then shot into a crowd blocked by Wallman. Back here, a save made by Ingram. And Henrique is screaming. He felt like...
Yeah, just, for Wallman, he was already down as he came across. I think he was...
6 on 5 for Nashville. Edmonton protecting a 2-1 lead. O'Reilly couldn't get it inside. Being checked by Nugent-Hopkins. Nick Haig. Marchessault shoots. And a blocker save made by Connor Ingram. Howland. Cross ice. One-timer off the post. Stamkos had the look. Hit the post. McDavid ahead to Hyman. The net is empty. And Hyman scores. Stamkos hits the post at one end. Hyman puts it away at the other.
Ingram's been there. The bar's been there a couple times, I believe. That spot right there, he has scored so many goals from. Beautiful chance, and the work by McDavid to win the battle. Chip this puck out of the zone.